I'm going to call the Madawaska Board of Selectmen emergency meeting to order on Monday, June 29, 2015 at 6 p.m. I'm going to entertain a motion in a second to go into executive session for personnel matters. 1, MRSA 4056A. Sorry, Vinny, was that a motion?
Yes, I'll make
There's a motion to go into executive session for personnel matters as cited. Is there a second to his motion?
I'll second that.
Chad? Any discussion on the motion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, we're gonna leave the room. We'll be back as quickly as we can. And yes, sir.
Is it in order to ask who the individual is that's being...
Pardon me? Is it what?
Is it in order to ask the chair...
We can't discuss, what we're looking at is discussing the vacancy that's coming up.
Okay.
And in fairness to the people or the candidates or whatever that's going to be discussed, it's to protect individuals' rights and so on there. So that's what we're doing. Any other questions? That's it. Okay, thank you. We'll bring it upstairs. It's just signing anyway.
Phil went ahead with the sign.
You need a motion to come out of executive session. Motion by Vinny, second.
Second.
By Chad. Any discussion on that? No? All in favor? Motion carries. We went to executive session. We had excellent dialogue about what our best foot forward is for the community, for the town, for all purposes in terms of how we're going to move forward with the resignation of our town manager. And we had good dialogue. We had people that were brought up. We had discussions. What I'll do at this point over here is I'll entertain a motion from the board to appoint a manager. Go ahead.
I make a motion at this time to appoint Ross Dubois as acting town manager from the 1st to the 7th of July, and then from the 8th of July till we find a suitable replacement for town manager as interim town manager.
Is there a second to this motion?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Dave. Any discussion? This would be just for clarification for the public, it would be for acting town manager from the 1st to the 7th, and then interim town manager on the 8th until we appoint a permanent town manager. Correct?
That's correct, yes.
Right.
Any more discussion? All in favor on this motion, second? Opposed? Motion carries. For the structure in terms of how we're going to be moving forward with a backup, if you will, I'll entertain another motion for this plan.
Okay. I'd like to make another motion to appoint Lisa Parrott as interim town manager from the 1st. No, assistant interim town manager, excuse me.
Interim assistant town manager.
Yeah, assistant interim town manager from the 1st till the time we find a permanent town manager.
Is there a second to this motion?
Second.
Seconded by Chad. I'll give you a second, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
Any discussion on this?
The only thing I want to make clear is that these are temporary positions.
Interim.
Interim.
Second.
Yeah.
All in favor of this motion and second? Opposed? Motion carries unanimous. The only left on new business or other business would be the advertisement, as it's going to be going out effective this week for our manager, for our new manager posting. Chad, if you don't mind reading it, this is what's going to be going out to the media and advertising out in the public.
We had contacted MMA for some guidance, and they gave us some templates of what they've used in the past. So this will be going into tomorrow's newspaper for the St. Joe Valley Times.
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, sorry.
That's okay.
Says the town of Madawaska, Maine is currently accepting resumes for the position of town manager. Madawaska is a full-service, multicultural, four-season community with a 5-member board of selectmen and a town meeting form of government. It is located in the beautiful St. John River Valley. Madawaska has 70 municipal employees. The board of selectmen is seeking an individual that is a leader and self-starter, skilled in economic development, budgets, and finance, as well as personnel management experience. We are looking for a person that has a positive attitude, proven accomplishments, and someone who can communicate with government officials and the citizens on the street. Municipal management experience and a college degree would be a plus, but individuals with comparable work experience and education are encouraged to apply. Salary is negotiable based upon experience and training. Resume and cover letter along with salary requirements must be received by July 15 at 5 p.m. Direct all correspondence to Madawaska Board of Selectmen, attention Brian Tebow, here at the town office.
Thank you. Any questions on that? Are we all set with this? I'll entertain a motion to accept that as is, so we can put this out in the motion by Vinnie to accept the advertisement as read,
Town manager.
beginning tomorrow.
I'll second that.
Seconded by Dave.
Is discussion?
I want him to catch up, sorry.
I'm good.
You're good? Any discussion?
Just want to be clear, we're going to advertise in Valley Times. Do we want to do Fiddlehead, Bangor, and then there's a
MMA site.
MMA has their site that they offer
Yes,
because
please.
we're in association.
Why don't we do the 4 you suggested? That's what I,
Pardon?
Okay.
do the 4 you suggested, Fiddlehead, St. John Valley Time, Bangor Daily, and MMA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. That'll be part of it
Put
there
that
as
in
well.
my motion.
Any more discussion on this? All in favor? Opposed? Good. For other business, I just want to take a minute and recognize Christine Terrier for her 9 years of loyalty and dedication to this town. She's been around a while. She's been very, very good in many different ways, and I want, on behalf of the board, to recognize what the positives that she's brought, and there's too many to bring. On behalf of the board, we wish her nothing but the very best moving forward, and wish her all the success as she continues in her career. So I wanted to publicly say that on behalf of the Board of Selectmen in Madawaska. The other business that I have is that I do have a rescinding of a resignation that we received last week. Kathleen Pelletier has decided to stay on board as an employee for the town of Madawaska, and that thank you. And that personally, I am very, very pleased to hear that. She's a very good employee, very valued employee, and I'm glad that she's done that and reconsidered. So I don't need a motion. It's been given to the town manager. Town manager has approved the rescinding, so we are all set to move forward. But I wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. I believe that's it. Is there any other new business that I'm not aware of? Any questions from the community?
I have a question.
Yes,
With the motion for the interim town manager starting on the 1st.
that's correct.
Is that because Christina is no longer serving?
Christine is effectively on vacation, so she's not here. So what we're doing is we're putting as an acting town manager from the 1st to the 7th to maintain that continuity. Right, and interim is going to be effective on the 8th when she's no longer with us. So in her absence, she's on vacation. When you're on vacation, you're on vacation. You don't want, so we're going to have a acting town manager during that time.
Got it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes?
So you're saying that Ross Dubois will be the acting town manager
Correct.
until the...
The
7th?
acting town manager till the 7th, yes.
Okay. And then on the 8th, Lisa Parent will take over, or?
Lisa Parent is the interim assistant town manager effective July 1st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Until such time...
Until such time when the new town manager comes in, correct, then we're gonna restructure the whole process. So it's interim. Everything we decided here tonight is interim.
but
Go ahead.
I think Ross is still gonna be there after the 7th. It's just, that's
Yeah.
the way you gotta word it, because she was on vacation.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got some legal advice how to word it from MMA, and because technically she is on vacation till the 7th, we have the right to appoint an acting town manager. So
Okay.
that's why, so it'll be Ross and Lisa. Ross will be acting town manager up until the 7th, and then he'll be intern town manager after 7th, but Lisa will remain interim
Assistant.
assistant town manager until we find a new town manager.
Very good.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any further questions from the community? Yes, Mr. Daigle?
Pertaining to the code enforcement officer, would you rather that we ask to be put on the next selectman meeting agenda? Or do you rather go forth with any questions tonight?
In fairness to the code enforcement officer, and that's not what, part of our discussion here tonight. No, I know.
It doesn't have to do with the code enforcement, specifically with the $15,000 limit
Okay.
before a taxpayer needs to obtain a building permit.
Right.
Is that still in the makings?
I can answer that.
Go ahead, Vinny. Can Vinny answer there?
Yeah, right now, that's the planning board, and they're having a meeting, is it next Monday night, if I'm correct on that, to a public meeting to finalize it and bring it up to us. So once we get it, we're gonna, yea or nay, pass it through for a vote. So it's gonna go from us to there.
Is there a valid reason, because it was my understanding that we were to vote on this back in April, but certain things stalled the process?
The procedure that we followed was incorrectly, we had to go back and change it a couple times. So by doing so, it slowed down the process, and went back down to the planning board, where they had to have several meetings to get the wording correctly. Then they had to bring it up to a public hearing, a public meeting. The first one we did was advertised incorrectly. We retracted it back, they went back to a public hearing, had it 13 and 7 days properly advertised. Then they're gonna have a public meeting to vote on it and pass it up to the Board of Selectmen. So it got slowed down because the procedure wasn't followed exactly correctly by law, so we had to take back a few parts and redo it. But it is ongoing and it is gonna get done.
Thank you.
We got a lot on our plate. We're gonna try to systematically work on everything. So,
Can I ask Vinny a question?
absolutely.
Can we expect to go to a public vote on this in July?
This July?
Yes, this July.
Day-wise, yes, because they're having their meeting, I'm gonna say, your meeting's what's on this?
The 6th.
6th.
Monday the 6th.
So we have ours on the 7th. So technically, we can put it on agenda for our meeting to be approved. We know it's coming up, so we can put it on agenda. So from there, if we advertise for a public, vote on it and everything, a special town meeting, so we'll have to go out so many days. So it could bring us in the last week of July, but we could have it in July. It all depends now.
So it's possible.
It's possible. It depends on the town clerk, because if the town clerk is here that week, yes. If she's on vacation or something else is coming up, no. But I'm gonna say, right now, the way we look
I
at it,
think the limit was 10 days after the last vote on it by us, or 10
Yes.
days to advertise, and then
but if you ask me, Dave, I'm gonna say about 95% sure, yes.
can we make that a goal?
Well, that's been my goal ever since,
Okay.
Dave. And I know you've been,
This is brand new to me there.
we've
We have to learn
been
and
going back
educate
and
ourselves.
forth, but Dave, like I
This has been
said,
on for 2 years,
Yeah. Well, we need to deal with it
and
then.
it needs to be
Yes.
dealt with.
yes,
Yeah.
and it will get dealt with, but see, like, we had it advertised for a public hearing and not a public meeting at the planning board,
Right.
so that stopped us again, so sometimes unintentionally, things fall through the crack. It wasn't malice by anybody, it was just an oversight. So it went out being advertised at public hearing, so we had the public hearing. We should have had a public hearing, then right after a public meeting.
So we learn from our mistakes. and move forward from
It's a
there.
learning
Okay.
experience, we're learning, because
Okay.
I know the chairman of the board, the planning board wasn't here when you did all these other ordinance changes, so
Okay.
this is all new for him. It's new for all of us on our board too.
Right.
So, and then going through, first time, we didn't advertise many days, we had to pull it back and do it. So, but Dave, answer your question, I'm almost 95% sure we can do this.
Okay. Mr. Daigle, you all set?
I'm all set, but just a point of interest, the delaying of this vote has had a significant impact on construction and building material sales. in the community. It's also had an impact on the tradespeople. As far as I know, I stand to be corrected, but I believe that we don't have one single home, dwelling, being constructed in the town of Madawaska this summer.
I agree with you, but what we're looking to change doesn't affect building homes. So if this change, it doesn't matter, the homes are not included, that's new buildings. This is only for upgrade, repairs and maintenance. So if somebody wanted to build a home, it's not gonna stop them anyways. So they have to go through the same procedures. This $15,000 is for roof repairs you got existing in your home to fix. No externally enlarging, just inside work. So if you're building a new home, it doesn't affect that. So
I've been asked again today, and ongoing every week by different people, when is this rule coming into play? So people are expecting it to come into place soon. Been very patient about this. We've had some people obstructing this process, and I believe that hopefully July will put an end to this.
correct me if I'm wrong, Vincent, we're green light go, and there's nothing further that you see of obstructing the next meeting. If I'm correct in saying that, right?
Yes, you're correct in saying that.
Okay, so we should bring resolution to this soon. Okay, enough of that. Thank you, Mr. Daigle. That's it for new business. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Chad's motion to adjourn, seconded by Vinnie. All in favor. Motion carries. Thank you, everyone.